This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
We are back with Lily. Lillian Mitchell is her name. She's the sole proprietor and owner and nurse coach. That's the name of the company. We're excited to have her here. And she is an RN nutritionist, has an extensive education in nutrition. And she's not here to diagnose, treat, cure disease. But what she does is really a miracle. I don't know, there's so many clients that could attest to that with the work that you're doing. So, first and foremost, welcome to the show today. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much, Jill.
Well, it's a pleasure having you here, and I'm really excited to find out all about Nurse Coach Chat and what you do with wellness and health and coaching. And it's great to see you again. So, first and foremost, for those listeners who may not know just a little bit about you, would you mind just giving us an overview?
Not a problem. So, my name is Lillian Mitchell. I started calling myself Lily in the 4th grade because there are lots of Lillians in my family. So, I became an RN first in 1979 in Tennessee. And I became an RN first because I love science.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely love science in elementary school. First, I was going to be a chemist. Then I was going to be an archaeologist. Then I was going to be an astronomer. So staying close to science was the point, right?
Yeah.
So I became an RN partly because I love people. You know, you have to love people.
Yeah.
And I noticed that a lot of people didn't know a whole lot about maintaining their health and keeping their health or obtaining health.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So I was actually underweight from the time I was about 2 years old.
Wow.
And it's strange because looking back, I think I was underweight, and Mom said I was also constipated. So here's a little kid in a high chair,
Mm-hmm.
underweight and constipated.
Ah,
So my poor mom, she didn't know, she didn't know what to do.
of course
And
not.
so I actually had to train myself and research. So something else about me that kind of affects the person that I am today is that I started reading food labels when I was about 12 or 13 years old.
Impressive.
And I started with cereal boxes,
Mm-hmm.
reading
Wow.
in there. And of course, I didn't know what a lot of that was. And after a while, I started reading labels on skincare products. And I thought, well, what are these long words? I can't even pronounce them.
Amazing.
So I got myself a little book that actually explained what the chemicals were.
Wow.
That was a real eye opener for me.
Oh my goodness. That is impressive at that age.
Yeah.
And what did you learn? Tell us.
So I learned that in our skincare products and that in our foods, we have a lot of toxins.
Mm-hmm.
So just a little blurb. Going back to college and nursing school, my college roommate was a German girl. And I remember her saying to me, Lily, the things that you put in your food here in America are illegal in Germany. That made an
Illegal?
impression.
Okay.
Illegal.
This is insane. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, illegal. And so that kind of started the wheels turning. I already had this book that talked about the chemicals, and I had pretty much
Yeah.
worn out the book. But yeah, illegal.
Oh my
So we
goodness.
have a very different standard for what we put in foods, in processed
Yep.
foods, in Europe, in Canada, in many other places. And here in the United States, we have a totally different focus.
Wow.
It's not about protecting the consumer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Seems like the protection of consumers only comes after a lot of people die.
Oh,
That's kind of a blunt way to put it, Jill, isn't it?
it really is. It really is.
So, yeah, so I really enjoy teaching people how to maintain
Yep.
their health. And here's something funny. I think it's funny. You know, I worked many different places as an RN.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee, Georgia, now here in Virginia.
Oh my
And
gosh.
my lunches are so healthy, no one has ever tried to steal it from the break room.
I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness. I love it. You are insane. This is a great story. That's great. And we're going to talk more today about the type of eating and drinking, the clean water we should be doing, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
excited to know that you're here. Really, you mentioned you tried retiring a couple of times, but it didn't stick. So
That's
you're in,
right.
yeah, so you're doing your RN work in hospice 2 days a week.
That's
And
right.
let's talk about this 90-day program that you offer.
Yes. Okay. So I go through, I call it the 10 steps to help individuals know how to care for their overall health because we're not just a stomach.
Yeah.
Okay. There's more to us than just a stomach.
Mm-hmm.
So, because of that, what I put in the notes for you
Yep.
was water, the first thing, and the
Clean
second thing
water.
is movement. So, let's talk about water.
Sure.
So, water, tap is uh, water is like the universal solvent.
Okay.
You know, we dissolve anything in water. And because it's a universal solvent, we end up with pesticides, herbicides, larvicides, fluoride, chlorine, you know, to try to make it so it doesn't kill us, and a lot of other um, PFAS, forever chemicals, are called, abbreviation is PFAS because they never go away. They get into our body. Studies have been made that even a pregnant woman, the baby also has the PFAS, those forever chemicals. And so I try to teach my clients to come at health
Mm-hmm.
from a holistic angle and basically change all their toxins.
Wow.
Change it to something non-toxic if at all possible.
Yeah.
So, for example, when I started before I got my water filter, I had that Brita pitcher.
Oh, that's what I have. Uh-oh.
Well, that's all right. If that's what you can afford, that's good. Then you want to maintain it. You want to be sure you've got the date of when you last changed it, that filter, the carbon filter, and that so on. You definitely want to do that. Keep up with that, or else you end up with toxic water again. You just think it's been filtered. So yeah, that's how I started. And then after that, I learned that the pure filter was a little better.
Mm-hmm.
It took more toxins out. The filters were smaller, so smaller particles could not pass through.
Wow.
So I guess it must have been about 12 years ago that I started listening to Dr. Mark Hyman, who's a functional medicine practitioner. And one of his talks, he mentioned the Aqua True.
Okay.
And he said that that purification system for the kitchen had a filter, carbon filter in the front, reverse osmosis in the middle, and a post carbon filter in the back.
Okay.
And he talked about the process, which I can't tell you the scientific process. I don't have that memorized. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
the point is, you want to get the best water purification you can afford. And at that time, that was the best one I can afford. And it's real easy to find the filters for that. Get it from Amazon. You can get it directly from the company. It's just easy to maintain. Very
Beautiful.
easy to maintain. So I use filter water, of course, for drinking and for cooking as
Okay. Okay.
let's see, what else about water? Oh
What
yeah,
about plastic bottles? I was reading about
oh
that.
that's right, plastic bottles, because I see a lot of people walking around with their plastic bottles. So plastic, we have microplastics in our body, which are toxic, as well as the fish and the little creatures that live in the ocean. They have microplastics in them as well now, and that's not really good for our health. You know,
Mm-mm.
it's a foreign body. Your body doesn't know what to do with that. Um, so you want to get the best water filter that you can afford, and then you can put it in either glass, copper, stainless steel. Those are probably the best three that I know. I do have friends that are real big on hydrogenated water, and a friend of mine sells them for $6,000. I think that's a lot of money. But anyway, that's what he does, and he's doing the best he knows how.
Wow.
Something else about water is that a lot of our sodas, what I call them sodas, have
Mm-hmm.
replaced water drinking. People are drinking Cokes and Pepsi and whatever else
Oh,
they like, instead of water, and that those carbonated drinks are really hard on your kidneys. It's actually causes some people kidney stones.
really?
It does. And I've seen an individual, a grown man, trying to pass kidney stones in the emergency room. The poor man was on the floor writhing in pain. And I'm telling you, the pain has to be worse than having a baby.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. That's what
it,
I hear.
it's that bad. So yeah, you're better off to cut your soda drinking way back and drink water. And then, of course, I've talked to people that don't like the taste of water.
Mm-hmm.
And so I say to them, once you have your water purified and you've got it in the appropriate container,
Mm-hmm.
you don't like the taste of it,
Yeah.
put like fresh lemon slices, something that hasn't been sprayed with pesticides,
Oh,
lemon, orange, cucumber slices, whatever you think is going to make it taste better. There are some that believe they should be drinking distilled water. Now, distilled water has no minerals in it, which is a bit concerning if you're not eating well.
okay.
Uh, you need to be getting your minerals from your vegetables. Vegetables have lots of minerals.
Okay.
And if you're getting vegetables 3 times a day, which is what I recommend, you're going to get the minerals that you need. But I know someone, an older individual, that thinks that distilled water is the best kind of water to drink.
Really?
But the issue with that is I have heard practitioners say it leaches minerals out of your bones. Well, I don't know if I can go that far.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I told this individual, be sure that you're getting a high quality multivitamin, multi-mineral. Another thing that I teach about that is to get a high quality multivitamin, multi-mineral, don't go to Walmart. Don't go to the corner drugstore.
Wow.
Go to one of these mom and pop health food stores. You're going to get better quality there.
Mm-hmm.
I have looked at the bottles of supplements at Walmart and pharmacies, and they've got stuff fillers in there that I can't understand why they're in food, because the additive is not a food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For example, Jill, I remember it was actually a mineral that the doctor put me on, one of the B vitamins. Apparently, I was low. And so I was reading the bottle, and the last ingredient was talc.
Oh, what? Like talcum powder?
Baby powder, yes, talc.
What?
And so I called him up and I said, this supplement has talc in it. And he said to me, it's only a little bit. And I said, I don't need talc. I don't have a talc deficiency. I am not taking this.
Wow.
That was not high quality. I'm sure it was cheaper because it probably had a good percentage of talc. But
Wow.
anyway, I stopped taking it because of that. Another thing about water is that we generally, especially here in the United States, we don't drink enough water. I've seen little children. I remember this little girl. Can't tell you which hospital because I don't know. It was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Hospital, I met this sweet little girl,
Oh.
and she was always having kidney infections,
Mm.
and she didn't drink any water. So imagine that.
Wow.
So water, it's good to drink
I
your
gotta
water
get
in
mine.
the
You're
morning.
reminding me. So, thank you. Thank you. Look.
There you go. There you
Thank you.
go. Here, I got mine.
Cheers. Oh, but mine's in a plastic bottle. I'm sorry. Still.
So people don't drink enough water generally, okay?
Yeah.
So I teach them to get most of their water in the morning. It's possible to drink like 4 to 6 glasses
Mm-hmm.
first thing in the morning, and that's good for getting your system awake,
Yeah.
and working properly. 2 quarts of water by 2 p.m. is like a broad guideline. Okay.
Oh,
Drink 2 quarts of water by 2 p.m. And that
okay.
way you have most of your water in you before evening. That way you don't have to get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. You can sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I always have to get up to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. I do one
Always.
time. If I do one time, I'm good. I go
Mm-hmm.
right back to sleep, but I can't turn the water on, can't turn the light on, can't talk to anybody
Mm-hmm.
to kind of keep me in that place where I can go right back to sleep.
Oh my goodness. Well, also,
So
okay, continue.
yeah, there's something else about uh about water. Let's see. 2 quarts of water by 2 p.m. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember. So I was living in Georgia at this time, and one of my friends, of course, I wasn't a nutritionist at that time. One of my friends had a terrible cold, and he thought he could flush it out by
Oh my
drinking
gosh.
a gallon of water at once.
Mm.
Drank that gallon of water, and he told me he was so sick, he was quite sure he was going to die.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he overdid it. He was that kind of person, you know. You hear of people that if one pill is good, two is better, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah, that's not always true.
Nuh-uh. Obviously not. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So the other thing we're going to talk about today, since I have 10 steps, Jill, uh,
Sure.
the next few, each time we talk, I'm going to pick two other ones to
Sure.
share because there's really a lot of information. So, movement. Let's just touch on movement before we leave our audience. So, I asked myself, if we are not moving, are we alive?
Ooh, true. Are we?
Because it's
Huh.
so much a part of life.
Mm-hmm.
So I was studying people in blue zones, for
Okay.
example, because I've always been fascinated by them and how they live so long. And on average, these people in blue zones walk 15 miles a day.
Whoa.
That is a lot of walking. So it's hard to imagine that here in our culture because we have so many gadgets to work for us and to move for us. We can have our groceries delivered. We don't even have to go to the grocery store, you
Nope.
know. But this sedentary lifestyle is actually what's killing us.
Wow. That's horrible. Really? Oh my gosh. Well, there's so much that we could do and should be doing. Some of us don't, but I want to hear more about, water. And this is crazy because it's amazing. You mentioned we have to start moving, we have to do more different activities, but let's also discuss now, how much water we should be drinking. Do you mind? Because I know
Oh, I'm
there's,
happy to.
yeah, it gets confusing for me. Thank you.
Yes, I'm happy to. I've heard people give formulas about, how many ounces of water per pound that you weigh. And personally, I don't go that route. And you know why, Jill?
What?
That takes more math than I want to do. That's why.
Ah, exactly, right?
So I prefer to go with the 8 to 10 glasses
Okay.
of water, 8 to 10 8-ounce glasses of water. If you're getting that in and I can tell that you're a small person,
Kind of,
you
yeah.
know, you can definitely do that. Now, our friends that are heavier, they honest to God need more water.
Mm-hmm.
And also if they have different health issues and
Okay.
problems. I'll give you one.
Sure.
So, for example, if you have someone that has heavy bags
Mm-hmm.
under their eyes, there's several things involved. They're not getting enough pure water.
Okay.
They are not flushing their lymphatic system.
Okay.
The lymphatic system doesn't move unless you move. You
Interesting.
have to move your muscles, every part of your body, for your lymph system to move,
Okay.
which is why some health practitioners have taught us to do dry brushing. You know
Mm.
those big brushes that people use to brush their back in the shower?
Yes, yes. Uh-huh.
So you get one and you never wet it.
Okay.
Before you get in the shower, you just brush from your waist up and do the same thing in the front. Don't go over the breast tissue. Don't go over the heart. You brush your arms toward your armpits and then you've got if you still have lymph nodes, you brush down
Okay.
from your ears down, and then your legs, you're going to be brushing from your ankles up, because you have lymph nodes in your groin area, for example. So it's very interesting to look at a lymph system, because that's your waist
Okay.
system, and you want to be sure that that's moving properly and that you're getting rid of the weight.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there's still so much more to discuss. I don't know if you want to continue with the notes or we're just kind of like, we're going, oh my gosh, we're almost over time. I can't believe it. Wait a second.
Yeah,
We're
it's
done.
12 after 3 already.
Oh my goodness. Oh, this happens so much. Okay. Listening to your heart. Tell us the little summary for today.
Well, I feel like, and I think that the path to success has more to do with listening inside yourself than listening to a guru outside of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, one of the jobs that I got as an RN in Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
the boss was showing me around, taking me to the other offices, and I saw this up on the board, and it didn't have an
Ah,
author to it,
uh-huh.
and it said, "Listening to your heart, finding
Uh,
out who you are is not simple. It takes time for the chatter to quiet down. In the silence of not doing, we begin to know what we feel. If we listen and hear what is being offered, then anything in life can be our guide. Listen."
Beautifully said. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. How can we reach out to you?
Well, you can call me at 423-653-0076. You can email me at Lily, Lily,
Mm-hmm.
at chat with one
Okay.
T.com, and I'll get the message.
All right. Thank you so much. Pleasure having you here as always. Hope you have a fantastic day. Glad we got some more extra time today. Have a fantastic day, Lily. Thank you so
You
much.
too, Jill. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.